Hello, Cancer. Welcome to 2020 Tarot. This is Natalie. So today I'm going to do a timeless reading for you. So the energies may or may not resonate when you get to this video. But if they do, thank God and very happy to hear so. If they don't, then just please go ahead and you may check your other signs like rising, your moon or Venus. But definitely, if that too doesn't resonate with me, then with my videos with you, then just simply move on, go to another reader. There's tons of great readers on here. I've been listening to YouTube videos for like, I don't know, 2 years now on here. And I do have some favorites that are really, really good. But anyways, having said that, what I like to do is I like to pull cards or let the cards fall on the table. And I will come up with a top line, a story for your top line. And then from a different deck, I will pull cards from another deck, like I said, another deck. And then I will confirm the top line. Wow, a lot of cards came out for you. All right, so I'm going to have to move some of this stuff back just because I like everything a little tidy, right? And the bottom of the deck is the Tower. Oh, Cancer. All right. The Tower is a Aries energy. Okay, it's Mars bringing this Tower down. Basically, what the Tower stands for is energies outside of your realm or what you're doing. It's the universe, basically, changing something, bringing a change in your life, breaking down something because, you know, the foundation wasn't there to begin with. And it's getting rid of it for you. Or this could be happening around you. Not necessarily with you, but it could be with someone else around you. There's a tower moment, as we call it. So things are crashing down. And this is not of your doing. This is, you know, the universe making this happen. Because it wasn't fitting you or whoever it is around you. Nice, though, that after this... or the very first card out is the Judgment card. This is Scorpio. And Judgment is associated with rebirth, right? Like someone's died and now is being resurrected or, you know, coming to life again. So this is typically a good card. Or this could be also, like I said, if we're talking people, it could be associated with Scorpio. But it's the rebirth. It's the coming back to life. And it's divine intervention, as you can see with the hand with a little baton there, or the witchcraft stick, whatever it's called there, magic wand. I guess I didn't listen to Harry Potter too much, but anyways, yeah, so the magic stick, a magic wand. So it is coming from the universe, making this happen for you or around you. All right, and then further to the reading, we have, I'm just going to talk about the suits. So we have 2 pentacles, we have 1 sword, and we have 2 cups. And then we also have another major arcana, the Emperor, which is Aries. So we've got 2 Aries cards here. Aries, and that's, you know, a fire sign, and that's one that's associated with taking action. And younger, because it's a cardinal sign, so it's like, it's younger energy. It's not as mature energy as it would be with the Leo or with the Sagittarius. But it's all good. I mean, it's young, it's great, it's taking action. It's, and I really like that. So anyways, I'm not going to talk about that now. So we have the Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Emperor, and the Ace of Cups. So the 10 of Pentacles is a card of happiness. And, you know, it's a 10, so it's kind of like at the end, but you've reached the summum of wealth, health, and all. It's material goods, right? And everything is good in this card. I will talk about it later a little bit more, but I just wanted to introduce the cards. Then the Knight of Swords is one that is taking action, but taking action with communication. So words, ideas, and it's a very fast energy. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. And typically this card is associated with mastering your skills and being the expert I see this card here as not necessarily being that in this deck. I see this as the protector. You have the capability, or you do have the, you've mastered your skills, so you're able to amass a lot of wealth, but you are doing it for the protection of others around you. The Knight of Cups, again, another action card pertaining to emotions. So this could signify one, making an offer, some kind of emotional offer to someone else. Or you being offered that, right? The Emperor, card of Aries, I mentioned, but one who's also in charge, in control of his kingdom, regardless of what's going on in the background, regardless if there's fire burning. This could be the Tower moment. But this fire is probably associated with it. Anyways, he's in control. And then lastly, we have the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about love, new love, self-love. I will pull more cards now to get further clarification on the story from the Dixit deck. Now, Dixit is not tarot. It's a card game. I bought the entire Odysseys. There's like over 10 or something like that, but I bought 10 of them. There's over 100 cards per deck. So I went through 1,000 cards to collect the best ones, or the ones that talk to me, that would be associated with tarot. And I really like these because they're funky images, and some of the themes from tarot actually are in here. Some of them I had to stretch because I had to think of the concept of the cards and grab the best card that would kind of fit that message from tarot. But anyways, regardless, I handpicked these cards and they speak to me. So those are the ones that I'm using for clarification or substantiation of the top line. And I'm going to grab one more. Oh boy, one more. Yeah, two more came out. Okay. First of all, I got to say that you've got a lot of aces in this clarification. You also have the Tower that came out again. And you also have Major Arcana here, which is the Hangman, associated with Pisces. And then you have another Major Arcana, the Devil. And this is, for me, the bad devil. I have two devil cards in this deck. One that's a good devil in the sense that you're not affected, or you're getting out of the devil energy of being bound. But this one, you're still bound. Okay. So that's associated with Scorpio. And then we have, so I'll just say, we have the Hangman, Ace of Wands. We have the Devil, Ace of Swords, Page of Cups. And here's one of my two cards, actually, two of them that I created. And this to me represents the inner child that has been liberated. So instead of being locked up inside of you, he's now able to speak, cry, whatever it is. And then we have the encounter card. So if we're talking about relationships, you're encountering someone. Or it could be a new opportunity, right? Depending on how this reading will flow. And then lastly, we have the Tower. Again, Aries energy. All right, let me take a sip of coffee and I will get right into this. Okay. Top card, Judgment Day. So after the Tower struck, for someone else around you, Judgment Day comes. And Judgment Day is about coming through, pulling through from this. And you're going to be victorious doing this. Whoever it is around you that's suffering this Tower will be victorious coming out of it. It probably is a good Tower. Really something that releases some negative aspect that was there. And then we have the Hangman. So the Hangman is associated with, like I said, Pisces. But it also could mean that you're making a sacrifice, or you're pulling yourself out of a situation, to take a breather and to look at it from a different perspective, because you're typically hanging from one foot upside down. Hence, this cup is hanging upside down and there's cobwebs there. So it's going to take a moment. You're going to have to pull out and take a moment and reanalyze the situation, because what's coming after that is beautiful. And you need to do that in order to be able to manage this beautiful card, which is the Ten of Pentacles, which is the state of happiness, abundance with material worth, like wealth. You're healthy. There's no issues. Everyone on this card is smiling. They're enjoying themselves. The kids are running in the background. Grandma's sitting by the door. She's got a smile on her face. And even the happy couple here, they're taking a moment of time, a break, to be able to have a conversation. You don't just see them working. No, they're having a very pleasant conversation. And they're not stressed with time, stressed with work. So that's why you need to take this downtime with the Hangman to be able to reaffirm or reposition or reset what that you do in order to secure this energy on this card. Okay? You may have to do minor adjustments. After that, the Ace of Wands come out, or supporting that, because the Ace of Wands indicates to me that you're going to find some new idea that's going to help you support that. So we have the Pisces card here, the Hangman. Right next to that, we have the Ace of Wands. So you're going to come, you're going to find some new passion or some new idea that you're going to be quite passionate about to help you secure this situation, your wealth, and what you were benefiting prior to the Tower card. And maybe even that's going to bring you even a notch above what you were at before. So you may have to, however, once you've figured it out, you need to be taking action on this and be quite voluble. You need to voice this. You need to take action either by writing, talking, but you need to really do this quickly. And I think that you need to do this firmly and not worry so much about the outcome of who's on the receiving end. We have the Devil energy right underneath it. Okay, so the Devil energy, though, is, I think you are feeling bound. And why I picked this card, the two people are her earrings. They're kind of tied. They're puppets. They can't go anywhere. They're tied to this woman's head. And this is what this card represents. You're into this mode of self-infliction or self-bound to something. And I think it has to do with your thoughts. It's not addiction in this case, but it could be negative talk in your head. And I think it's fear as well. It's fear-based, and it's negative thoughts, because you find the slope maybe a little too hard to climb. But the cards coming out after are beautiful, because remember I mentioned this card, the Eight of Pentacles, like you're the expert, you're the master of your skill. But in this particular deck, his job is to actually make sure that the people underneath this little house or this little shelter, that these people are secure. There's a dog, there's wealth, there's like bags of gold, and there's a squirrel. And his job is to earn enough money to create that big stone that will put a roof on top of them. And I think this is why you're in the fear-based, is you're afraid that you may be lacking the energy or the money in order to secure that. But we saw before, though, you need to get there. And I believe that you are going to get there, okay? So that's your focus. Main focus is to be able to get there, to supply and provide to your family, if it's your family. Eventually, you're going to get that wish, clarity of mind, and a very laser-focused thoughts. And you're going to be able to do it. You're going to be able to attain this beautiful capability of providing for your family or for yourself. Knight of Cups. So now that frees you up. Either it frees you up or frees someone up into your entourage. And this is the Knight, but underneath it is the Page of Cups. This is the initiator or the idea, and this is the person doing the action. So there's an idea or a need or a want. And this could have to do with creativity, or it could have to do with realizing that after this devil moment, this fear-based energy, that you want to do something about it. Because I'm doing this, I'm saying this because of the rest of the cards. And the rest of the cards are associated with some inner work. So I think you are now realizing that you want to get better. You want to get rid of those fears. Emotionally, it probably hurt you. You felt drained by it. But now you realize, I want to get rid of this. So you're going to do some work. You're talking about it. You're maybe going to do some research. And then you're going to take action on this. To do some inner work on yourself. To get rid of those fears so you feel good. Emotionally feeling good. Because ultimately you want to be in control. And everybody does. Like, honestly, you want to be in control even when there's a terror moment happening in the background. Okay? And that inner work that you're going to do is actually that. Releasing any deep traumas that you've had based on these fears. Fears are created from past experiences that we've had. We just do not want the same to repeat again. But until we figure out how to manage that trauma that we've dealt with, we'll always repeat that. That fear is always going to come up again. So I think you're going to be doing something, some significant work, because what I see after this is actually very good. The Ace of Cups is also related to an offer of love, but this could also be now new self-love. By letting this little child, inner child, speak up and say what they have to say, share with you what happened, you'll be able to comfort that child. And then from there, you learn to love yourself more. You're loving yourself in the process, right? You're taking care of yourself. And this encounter, it doesn't mean that you're going to be meeting someone. I mean, it could mean that by fixing that issue, you have the Ace of Cups and someone new comes into your life. An offer of love comes to you. Could mean that. It could also mean that you're now ready for that next step with someone new or someone else, or with the people in your life, or even with yourself, right? That card following the encounter is the Tower. And in this case, this tower is a good tower. I think if I were to say that, this card here of self-love, inner child, if I look at the transition, so inner child, self-love, encounter, and then tower. I think all of these would be more so looking at a relationship. So maybe someone is coming in your life that's going to change your life, rock your world. It could very well be that as well. Or from you self-loving, now being in a better position to meet somebody, you're going to make changes. You're going to bring changes to yourself. And these changes are going to be emotional. You become a new you. I like this, Cancer. All right, we're going to pull a couple of cards from, hold on. I just got to pause this for a second. Okay, we're going to pull a couple of cards again from the Dixit. This is just messages. Oh boy. Yeah. This to me is another Tower card. Okay, so if you look at this, you've got this monster holding on to this little kid or this little person. And he's going to drop that person in that maze. And what that means to me is, you know, you're going to, it's a Tower card. Like you're being lifted, picked up, and dropped somewhere new in a different maze. So this is a different course of action. Like there's a complete reset, different course of action coming for you. Hence the Tower. And you've got 2 towers. And this devil or this little monster doesn't look all that bad. I mean, he's got fur, fluffy white fur on him. He's got a little grin. He doesn't look that bad. And doesn't look like he's hurting that person. He's grabbing that person by the shirt, and that person doesn't look too scared. So, you know, to me, it's a positive change. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a negative change. All right. An animal card. Again, I made these animal cards, but I picked the snail for you. So the snail is basically, it's asking you to stay grounded. Okay, to stay grounded, but keep moving forward. You're gonna be having these moments, these fears, as you know, and you do need to take a break in order to reassess your situation. But it says slow and steady will win the race. But as you go through this motion, celebrate every accomplishment, every little victory, celebrate them. If you wait till the final outcome, it's too much. We need to take a moment, and we also need to reassess all the time, and do pat yourself on the back. Do treat yourself with little things that make you feel happy along the way as you keep moving forward and become victorious. Okay, I'm going to pick another card from another deck called, I can't remember, but it's Sonia Choquette who designed this deck. And I like this deck because it's simple. Simple imagery and a couple of words, and that's it. All right, and it does have a number, and I like that too. Okay, so it says keep dancing, number 31. If number 31 says anything to you, just keep note of that. But keep dancing means keep having fun. Keep doing it. So progress with your, like, as in the snail. You're grounded because your 2 feet are on the ground. Stay grounded. Have fun through this process, although it's going to be difficult at times. But try to find the positive in this because the outcome is so beautiful. It is so liberating that you need to see it on a positive note. And, you know, there weren't too many people involved here. Because I'm looking at the cards, and the only card that has 2 people, the family card is the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles here, and then this encounter card, there's 2 people on the cards. So there's a second person here as well. So maybe you have someone around you that's going to be helping you. And helping you maybe keep focused as well as keep positive. Okay? So keep dancing. And then I'm going to pull 2 Scrabble tiles for you. Oops. Okay, we have the letter Y. And we have the letter O. These could be people's initials, O-Y or Y-O, or they could be company names. They could be other significant names or words, action words that mean something to you. All right? And then I'm going to pull a final outcome card for you, Cancer. And this is from the deck called After Tarot. 1 card for Cancer, please. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice. Perfect. So, yes, this is the 6 of Swords. And in the traditional deck, they're on the water. There's rough water on one side and very smooth water on the other. But on this deck, she's reached the shore with her child, her baggage, her whatever. And you see the man is leaving 2 swords in the boat, and he's carrying 4 swords with him to get out of the boat. So you've reached your destination, to the better place, and you're leaving some stuff behind. You're just leaving some of those things behind. As I said, you're leaving the fears, the 2 fears that stopped you. Your inner child has indicated what it is that you need to leave behind. And you've done the work. This is amazing. I like this. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. This is it, Cancer. So listen, if you like the video, you like the messages, it resonates with you, please give me a thumbs up on the video. If you also feel like you want to hear more from me, you can please subscribe. If you want to share this video with someone else, please go ahead and share it. I would love to see you back. I'm going to be doing these on a regular basis, but for now they're going to be called timeless because I really can't commit at this moment. This is like my first series of videos on YouTube. I'm new to this, okay? So I can't really commit to a set schedule, but I will try my best and I will do my best. I definitely want to do every sign once a month, but I will probably be doing other types of videos as well. And those is what may not be as set, because I may want to pick a card readings, or I may want to do weekly energies. I'm not sure yet where I'm going to go with this. All right. So, but definitely I'll do the 12 signs at least once a month. All right. So thank you so much for spending some time with me today, Cancer. And may you have a rest of the day that is excellent for you and yours. Okay. Bye now.